My period is my favorite time of the month. Said no one ever. What with battling the dreaded tea, stomach cramps and having to ensure a constant supply of sanitary protection, your monthly visit from Aunt Flo is more of a nuisance than anything else. But there is one upside to the whole period thing, because menstruation can offer a really good insight into your overall health. Though everyone is different, the key thing to look for is change in what you would expect in your own body, given your own cycles, explains Ms. Maria Vellia, consultant gynecologist at BMI St Edmunds Hospital in Suffolk. A woman having regular periods is more likely to be healthy, she continues. Irregular periods or abnormal bleeding patterns could be a sign of a number of underlying medical conditions, such as stress and anxiety disorders, eating disorders, thyroid problems, polycystic ovaries, fibroids in the uterus, endometriosis and gynecology malignancy. With that in mind, here are some of the things going on in your body that your period could be pointing to. Stress. Wondering where your period is? Hold off taking a pregnancy test just yet, as it may just be stress. A delayed or light period could be a sign of stress, reveals Ian Curry, consultant gynecologist at BMI the Chiltern Hospital in Buckinghamshire. Stress affects the hypothalamus and pituitary gland in the brain, which can affect your cycle. This could manifest as a delayed period, rather than a missed one. Happily, it's a short-lived problem, and as long as there are no other issues, it should go back to normal. Fertility. According to Ian Curry, if your cycle is a longer length, say 35 to 40-day cycles, it may be a sign of polycystic ovarian syndrome (PCOS), which is responsible for the woman not releasing an egg every month and therefore have a reduced fertility. The indications of PCOS are generally increased weight, acne and excess hair, he says. Prolactinoma. If your periods have stopped, and you are not breastfeeding, you are not on medication that leads to this and are not menopausal, then it could be a sign of a prolactinoma. This is a benign growth on the pituitary gland in the brain that releases a hormone that stimulates milk production and inhibits periods, explains Curry. Interestingly, it could also cause you to produce milk. Polyps/fibroids. If your period blood is browner than unusual, this could be an element of a lighter bleed from a polyp or a small fibroid, explains Curry. But brown blood isn't always an indication that something is wrong. When bleeding is lighter, it can tend to hang around in the cavity and discolor before it comes out. Ian Curry continues. Women using the Mirena coil sometimes report that their blood is browner too, and 20% of women who use it report their periods stop altogether.